Hello, my love. How have you been these days? I genuinely hope that life is treating you kindly and that you're doing well, not just on the surface, but truly and deeply. I think about you often and constantly find myself hoping that you're taking proper care of yourself. You're someone so dear to me, someone whose presence brings warmth and calm, and it's impossible for me not to worry about you from time to time. I know you're strong and capable, but I also know how easy it is for someone like you, so selfless and giving, to forget about their own needs in the process of supporting everyone else around them. Sometimes, I wonder what I can even say to someone as brilliant as you. You're smart, intelligent, mature beyond your years, and full of quiet strength. But even the strongest hearts need rest. Even the wisest minds need peace. And even those who seem to hold everything together deserve to fall apart once in a while without guilt, just to rebuild in a gentler, softer way. You may not always realize it, but your emotional resilience, your ability to hold space for others, and your habit of putting everyone else first, it's both admirable and a little worrying. You have this beautiful, generous nature. You're always checking in on others, offering support, lending your energy, making sure everyone is okay. You never hesitate to show up when someone needs you, whether it's through your words, your time, or your presence. But when it comes to yourself, love, you tend to overlook your own needs. You push through your own fatigue. You tell yourself, it's okay, I'll manage, even when you're clearly running low. And that worries me deeply. Are you eating on time? Are you sleeping enough at night? Are you drinking enough water and taking moments to simply breathe? Are you giving yourself a break when your mind feels overwhelmed, or when your body is asking for rest? Are you making space for joy, for silence, for your own dreams? You might think these questions are small or silly, but they're not. They matter. You matter. And your well-being, physical, emotional, mental, matters just as much as your responsibilities. My dear, I know you carry so much. I see the weight you bear, even if you carry it quietly. You have this unshakable sense of duty, this deep-rooted desire to make life better for those around you, and while that's such a beautiful quality, it can also become a burden if you don't find balance. Please don't forget that you're allowed to pause. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to retreat into your own little world when things get too loud. You are not selfish for wanting time alone. You are not weak for needing rest. You have the strength of a superhero, but even superheroes need time to breathe. They need quiet moments to heal, to feel, to reconnect with themselves beyond the roles they play. You, too, deserve that space. You deserve mornings where you don't rush, nights where you sleep peacefully, days where you do things just because they make you smile. Whether it's listening to music that moves your soul, reading a book, taking a walk, journaling your thoughts, or simply doing nothing at all, you deserve all of it. I know your days are full. I know there are obligations, deadlines, people depending on you. But if you don't make time for yourself, eventually, everything will begin to feel heavier than it needs to. Burnout is real, and it doesn't always announce itself. It creeps in quietly, through fatigue, through irritability, through a slow dimming of joy. I don't want that for you. I want you to live a life that feels as good as the one you try to create for others. I want you to have time for your passions, for your healing, for your happiness. Even just 30 minutes a day, set aside for yourself, for anything that brings you peace, can make a world of difference. Please do it. Not just for me, but for you. Your mind and heart need that nourishment. Your body needs that care. You don't have to do grand things. Just something, anything, that reminds you of your worth and fills you back up with energy and calm. You are one of the kindest, most caring people I know. You do so much, often without recognition, and always with genuine love. The people who have you in their lives, including me, are truly blessed. I feel incredibly lucky to know you, to care about you, and to see the light you bring into this world. You are an amazing human being, and you deserve nothing less than a life filled with love, joy, peace, and good health. So, will you promise me something? Promise me that you'll start showing yourself the same kindness you give to everyone else. Promise me you'll rest, eat well, sleep enough, and take time to just be. Or else, I just might have to come over and pull your ears myself. Nobody truly understands what I feel for you. Maybe it's because I've never been able to fully articulate the depth of these emotions. Or maybe the way I feel defies simple explanation, it's something that words always fall short of expressing. From a distance, to those who don't know us, we may look like strangers, as if there is nothing between us but silence and distance. And when viewed through the rigid lens of societal norms, even thinking about you feels like something forbidden, something that must be hidden. But when I listen to my heart, when I dig deep into my soul, there is one undeniable truth: you are mine, and I am yours. In a world full of questions, that's the only answer that ever made sense. The feelings I have for you go beyond logic. They can't be explained, justified, or made to fit within the neat boxes that society creates. Only someone who has loved like this, who has been torn between love and responsibility, can truly understand what we feel. We both know what lives inside our hearts. We both know that what we have is rare, powerful, deep, and real. But despite that, we're unable to take even a single step toward a shared future, not because we don't want to, but because there are so many people linked to us, people whose lives would be impacted by our choices. And in our quiet sacrifice, we have chosen to protect them. We hold ourselves back, not because our love is weak, but because our love is strong enough to consider others' happiness before our own. Still, the yearning doesn't disappear. I find myself dreaming of what it would be like if you could come to me freely, if I could run to you without hesitation. I long to hold you close, to wrap you in my arms and kiss you like the world doesn't exist. But the reality we live in is painfully different. No matter how much love fills my heart, no matter how intensely I want to be with you, my circumstances bind me, forcing me to stay away from the one person who feels like home. And yet, even in the midst of all this, I feel grateful. I know that you're the only one who truly sees me, who understands not just my words but the silence between them. You never questioned my feelings, never forced me to do anything I wasn't ready for. Instead, you stood beside me in the quiet, unspoken bond that we share. You understood that sometimes love doesn't come with labels or outcomes, it simply exists, quietly, powerfully, and permanently. I want to say sorry for all the pain you've endured because of me. I know it hasn't been easy. I know there have been days where the weight of this love, and its limitations, must have felt unbearable. Many times, I've pulled away, not because I wanted to, but because I didn't want to hold you back. I thought that by keeping my distance, I'd make it easier for you to move forward in life. But the truth is, there are moments I can't control my heart. It breaks through every barrier I try to build, whispering your name in the quiet moments, reminding me of everything we could have been. I wish our situation was different. I wish our love didn't have to hide in shadows, didn't have to fight against the expectations and judgments of others. I don't regret loving you, not for a second. What I do regret is not being able to give you the joy and security you deserve. You deserve so much more than this. You deserve a life filled with peace, warmth, and happiness, things I longed to give you but never could. You never demanded anything from me. You never tried to change my path. Instead, you chose to silently support me. You kept your distance when you needed to, and in doing so, you gave me the space to breathe while still making my life easier in countless little ways. You've always thought about my well-being, even when it meant sacrificing your own. And that selflessness, that quiet, unwavering love, is why I will always see you as my perfect partner. I wish I could give you the life you dreamed of, a life filled with shared mornings and peaceful nights, with laughter echoing through the hallways and love lighting up every corner. I wish I could offer you a happy, married life where we could openly be who we are to each other. But even if we couldn't have that, it doesn't make our love any less real. Just because we couldn't end up together in the way we wanted doesn't mean we didn't love each other truly. We simply made the painful choice to put the happiness of others ahead of our own. So wherever life takes you, just remember, our love existed. It mattered. It shaped me, healed me, and changed me. And even if the world never fully understands it, even if it remains tucked away in a quiet corner of our hearts, it was true in every sense. I will always carry it with me, and I hope you do too.